More than 6,000 killed in 1 month. Syrian activists say the loss of life in their country accelerated to shocking new levels last month. That figure would make March the deadliest month in the 2-year-old conflict. Activists say a third of the 6,000 people who died last month, well, they were civilians.
A Britain-based human rights group says over 2,000 of the fatalities were civilians. Around 300 were children. Opposition forces control much of northern Syria. They're intensifying their attacks on government forces in the capital, Damascus. Troops there are fighting back with air and artillery attacks. UN officials estimate that there have been almost 70,000 deaths from the conflict since it began 2 years ago. The Arab League last month authorized its members to provide military support to Syrian opposition forces.
It's the bloodiest month yet in Syria's 2-year conflict, and almost nowhere's sacred. Damascus University was hit by rebel mortar bombs on Thursday, leaving 15 students dead. The city centre has seen some of the fiercest fighting. It's a stronghold of President Bashar al-Assad's forces and viewed as a prize by insurgents. They've encircled the centre and have intensified attacks this week as they push to end 4 decades of Assad family rule. President Assad labels them terrorists and claims they're funded by Gulf and other foreign powers.
Of the 6,005 deaths recorded by the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, in March, 589 of the victims were women or children. 2,950 of those killed were fighters. There were roughly the same number of casualties on the rebel side as on the government side.
The statistics of last month, Bloody March, is the most harrowing we've had since the beginning of the uprising 2 years ago. The number of dead in 1 month alone last month is equal to more than 9 months of casualties at the beginning of the Syrian uprising. That's the entirety of 2011.